Hello, everyone. Welcome to Aspie Drummer. I am Johnny, aka Aspie Drummer. This is lesson number 2 of the beginner's drum lessons. Again, I'm an Aspie, autistic, so my way of teaching is different because I feel that it's important that everybody understands that we learn in a different way. So I teach in a different way. Last week we covered a basic beat on how to get started with the hi-hat, the snare, and the bass drum. This week we're going to cover that just a little bit more, but we're going to get into what we call paradiddles, which is basically rolling. And we're going to get into that first, and then we're going to talk a little bit about moving around the drum kit and a time signature, because it's important to do a bit of time signature. It's important to cover that because I know not everybody reads music, but it's important to understand it. So I will move off to this side, and I'm going to go onto my practice pad, and we're going to talk about rudiments, or a roll, we'll say, so you can get started with that. All right. So I have moved over to the side. This is my practice pad. You can get one of these at any music store, even Amazon if you need to. I have it sitting on top of their snare. So first thing we're going to do is we hold our sticks. You're going to see that the way we hold them, again, I said that last time and I'm going to say it again, is like a V, right? So it's like an upside down V to me. So what I'm going to do is go in the middle of my pad, and what I want to do is do right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, and keep going faster and faster. Now remember, I spoke about using your fingers, which is very important, and not just the wrist. So as you can hear, there's some going on, but what I'm going to do now is remove this, and we're going to, there we go. I'm going to use the snare so you can actually hear it. So you start very slow. Remember I talked about how the head bounces and pushes the stick back, right? So we want to do that with the right and left. So we're going to do right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left. And then eventually we go faster. And we're not going to go too fast right now because you need to build up speed slowly. So it's important that you just sit there on your practice pad or even a pillow with some sticks and just once you've mastered that, we're going to get into what we call the double stroke, which is 1, right, right, left, left, right, right, left, left, right, right, left. And that's how you build up speed. Now remember, letting the head bounce is what's important. So start off with the right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left. That's what's really important. So now we're going to move back up to the side, to the front camera. And hello, I'm back here. Now, there are many different ways of counting, different ways of moving around the drum set. So it's important that your drum set is set up to a way where you can reach everything that's within your reach, easy to grab. We'll say I've been playing for 30 some odd years, so this setup for me has been the same for a very, very long time. I have everything within my reach. As you can see, I can do all sorts of stuff and still everything's right there. It's within my reach because when you're playing the drums is you want to waste the least amount of energy. So moving around the kit's very important. So let's go back to last week when we did a simple beat, which was a straight 4/4 beat, and we'll talk about 4/4. So the straight 4/4 beat was 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, So that was a straight 4/4 beat. We're going to count that. So 4/4, let's break that into money because music is math, is what it is. So you have $1. So $1, that bill represents 1 bar. In that bar, you've got, or in that dollar, you've got 4 quarters, right? 4 25-cents, which equals $1. So if my $1 is a bar and each quarter represents 1 hit, I'm only going to do 4 in a dollar, right? Because you can't have more than 4 quarters in a dollar. So a 4/4 beat means we've got 4 bars, but in each bar, there's 4 quarters, 4 hits. So a 4/4 is counted like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's a 4/4 beat. Now we can change that to what we call a 1/2 beat. Now a lot of people say, well, 1/2 is just half of the 4, not half of the 4/4, but kind of half. So imagine you got your dollar, but now you got 2 50-cent coins instead of 4 quarters. So it'll be 1, 2. So what we're going to do, though, is that because it's 1, 2, the second one isn't as emphasized as the first one. So I'm going to do it on my snare where it'll sound like this. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. So that's the basics of that. Let's go back to straight 4/4 because that's really what's commonly used, especially in rock and a lot of other stuff. There's also some 3/4, which we will get into later, which is different. So we're going to talk about moving around the drum kit right now. So you've mastered your beat. 1, 2, 3, 4. You've mastered that. But you want to be able to move around the kit. Well, what's important is that before you do stuff around the kit is practicing your paradiddles, especially this one at first. Your right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left. Very important that you get that down. When you're practicing that, one of the things you can do to help you move around your drum kit is move around the drum kit while you're doing that. So again, I'm only going to use this portion of the drum kit because it's a simplified drum kit. It's going to become a 5-piece. So I'm going to count in my head. I'm also going to use my hi-hat to count. Now you can do that too. This is where we're going to use the foot pedal that's going to come in and use that. But I'm going to do that just so you can hear. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Right, left, 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 right, left. You see how that sounds? Now, if we were to speed that up, right, left, 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 left. Sorry, I went off a little bit. But anyways, you sort of understand how I'm now moving around the kit. And again, when you start doing your double strokes roll, that's how that sounds, and that's where you get those sounds. So let's do a beat. I will remove the hi-hat for now. I'm going to loosen it up so we don't have to focus on this pedal yet. We're going to get to that after. So I'm going to do a simple beat, and I'm going to incorporate right, left, 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 right, left into the beat. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's how you're doing it. So what we're doing here is 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and back to the 1 on the bass drum, which brings you back to the beat. Now again, some of you might be ahead now, and you might be doing what we call those 8th notes on the hi-hat, which is instead of 1, 2, 3, 4, you're probably up to 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, and let's see what that sounds like. And 1 and 2, 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And again. So that gives you the basics of that. So always remember to sit behind your kit when you've done right, left, and you figured you've got it mastered down to where you know it's nice and even. There's nothing wrong with using your bass drum or the hi-hat chick is what we call it, to or use a metronome if you have one. I suggest using a metronome, but not everyone can because sometimes it throws some people off. I first started drumming, it threw me off completely. That's part of my condition. So we've moved around the drum kit. Now you want to add this pedal here that controls the hi-hat. Let's see what this does. So I'm going to push the pedal down a bit and adjust the hi-hat to where it allows us to do that with the hi-hat. So this here is what we call the closed hi-hat. This one here is open. You hear the difference, right? So I'm going to do a beat, and I'm going to throw in an open hi-hat in there so you can hear what that sounds like. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So what I was doing was the eighth notes on with the quarter notes on this. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So on the and of the 4, I was lifting up my foot briefly, just enough to, that's all. You just up and down, really cool. Let's do that again, and we'll see what it sounds like when I'm doing this every eighth note. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So that's what that sounds like. This is part of your mobility as well, is independence, limb independence, right? Your left foot is not gonna do what your left hand wants. You got to be able to separate that. And again, that's practice. So we're gonna do this, and I'm gonna do a roll, and then we're gonna conclude this lesson because I think that this was quite a lot for today. So one more time, we're gonna go through paradiddle, which is right, left, right, left, right, left. Moving around the kit, I'm going to do a simple 4/4 beat with the eighth notes, and then I'm going to add the hi-hat, and then we're going to do a roll. And that'll end for today's lesson. That'll give you a recap of what we've done today. Okay, so let's start off with our paradiddle. Right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left. If you feel that you are very efficient with just a single stroke, is what we just call that, you can move on to the double stroke. Right, left, left, right, left, left, right, right, left, left, right, right, left, left. And you see that as I go faster, my strokes get smaller, and then my fingers take over. So now, straight 4/4 beat, and we're going to move around the kit. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we're going to add some hi-hat, some open hi-hat in there, and do the same thing. 1, 2, 3, 4. that's the lesson for today. If you do have any questions, please feel free to comment on the video and I will answer the questions for you. And if you need a video of something, I will do my best to post it for you. Thank you for watching. I hope you have a great week. We'll see you next week. Drum on.